Hey guys, so still under attack, but today I'm gonna tell you the Barney people. So okay, let's have a code word. So when I say, Barney people, then you know who I'm talking about, the Satan seed, the synagogue of Satan, okay? The draconian, you know, Barney people, you know. So when you think of Barney our friend, this pink dinosaur, you know, you know, that's what the code word will be. When I say Barney, what Barney people, then you know who I'm talking about, okay? Because Barney, you can't invite Barney to your house to play with your kids. He's a pervert, you know that. I'm just telling you. That's why they made that stupid, you know, kids show. You know what I mean? To make it seem like so innocent and unassuming, and because just as a deception, okay? So anyhow, they're attacking me all night, but it's okay. So we're gonna talk about today. I'm gonna tell you what's going on, okay? I told you I'll tell you more. Satan blood is black goo, right? The black goo or synthetic Morgallons or whatever. Morgallons was jabbed into people. Guess what it came in as? You know the jab they gave you, otherwise you don't get to go anywhere. Yeah. So they have given it to everyone without consent. Okay? Because you think you're getting a vaccine, but in reality you're getting a synthetic Satan blood versus black goo or Morgallons, because it mutates, you know. So everybody, all humans, everybody, even the target individual, even the people who are targeting us, they have it. Okay. So just a wake up call. You are serving someone who injected you with that kind of shit. Okay. His blood is not, you know, his blood, you don't need that kind of, because his blood is very destructive, and it's very sickening. Like, it makes you sick. Because especially if you do not carry the same blood type. So when you're injecting you with this, they're actually making you sick, because not everybody is compatible with everybody, right? Except us, the 144,000 who carry universal blood type. We're everybody's type, except we cannot take from anybody. We have to take from the same blood type, right? So what they did is they injected all humanity, including the one who are targeting me. Yeah, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? You're being a bitch for them, and they did that to you. So that's a wake-up call and your reality check, okay? And so that's who you're serving. That's who you're serving, okay? So once they inject it, it begins to mutate, and it goes into your the body systems. The body systems is like, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, and all of them, and it begins to expand. It's suffocating your all DNA, RNA, or every part of your being. So it started to suffocate you. That why they did this, so they can kill people faster. Okay? You know, when Bill Gates says, you know, we can control people through their, you know, through vaccines. What do you think he meant? Because he's one of Satan kids. He's another demon, little, you know what? Starts with a B, you know, and so he's not out for your highest good. He's not your friend. So do not think for a second Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, or Elon Musk and all of these, you know, elites on top are your friend. They're out really, they care about you. Do not give a shit about you, okay? They do not care about humanity. All they care about is getting rid of humanity and taking over the planet. That's the whole idea. You know, they have written books about it. If you research online, for a book for population control, you'll find what their plans. You know, someone, you know, you could downplay this all you want, or stick your head in the sand and think is this not true? It's not factual. You know, it's 100% factual. That's why we've been targeted. Okay, and so target individual, you have to attack this blood or DNA that has been introduced through injections. You know what? I don't want to mention the name, but then they'll block the video, you know? But anyhow, through injections and whatnot. You have to do that in order, because it's actually killing you slowly, you know, but it's, and this blood expands through toxins. So if you eat something that your body does not agree with, your DNA or whatever, and expands, you know, all things that are harmful for humanity expands, because Satan is anti-God. So anything that is beneficial to humanity, he would not attack. He will attack all toxin. Anything toxin. You smoke cigarette, you do drugs, you do all this stuff. You eat sugar, you know, stuff like that, and then maybe it begins to expand. It begins to expand and mutate into something very destructive. You have to create prayers, you know, target individuals to attack this new specimen, the toxic. Because, you know, I just said, you know, it's usually expands and stuff through toxins, because Satan is toxic, you know, because obviously he's not gonna expand through love, you know, because he's toxic, you know. His children are toxic. That's why they want to kill everybody, you know. So I'm not just saying this. I can prove it to you through science, through, you know, papers and you know, things that have been published, or documents. They've been, you know, they made movies, they made books about it and stuff, and you think it's not going to happen. Guess what? The cycle already started. It's already in your DNA, because they gave it to you because they wanted to help you, you know, through CV that was taking over the world, that they have created. China have created the CV, okay? China have created the CV and sold it to the United States. And if you look at the CV that was taking over the world and whatnot, you will find out that it's registered, the 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 intellectual property, or the patent for the disease is registered to the United States. It was made in China, yes. So when Trump says, oh, this disease came from China, he did not lie about that. You understand? So they tell you half truth all the time, and you have to just read into what they're saying. When they tell you like, yes, it came from China, he did not lie about that. They lie about a lot of stuff. Yes, it came from China, it's sold to the United States, and they, United States signed the patents for it, because it's money. These diseases are money. You have to think of it as owning slaves. What do you think a slave is? It's commodity. It's a commodity, is money. You understand? Wars, diseases, and all of this stuff generate money. Because people have to make weapons, if people have to do this, you have to understand. You have to understand how the enemy operates. Because they are operating from a very dark space. This is like a dark place. Is nothing of light that exists. And they do not care. They do not care who they harm to make money. You understand? They're harming us. And also, this thing we got, the injection we got, the more stress you have in your life, the shorter your life is. So when what his name, Bill Gates, he says he's gonna control, they're gonna, they are doing is stressing people. Stress is toxic. So Satan blood manifest. Okay? So, so the more stress you become, you're more than likely your life is shortened. You die sooner. You see how they use the science against you. How they use the science against you by, doing all of this. Doing all of this to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So, the whole thing is connected. Everything I just told you is connected. They thrive into each other. You know what I mean? One thing is like a ripple effect. You throw the rock on this side, and the wave it goes all the way through the water. It's like that. So stress. Everybody knows stress is number one cause of death in the world. You know that? It's not diseases. It's stress. That's why they are trying now to take power from people. They're trying to take freedoms. Constitution is going to be abolished, and they're trying to do that to cause a lot of stress on people, so people start to die off. You understand? And we've been fought. The 144,000 we've been fought because it's written in the stars in heaven. The 144,000 we're going to bring justice on earth. It's going to bring freedom. It's going to bring a lot of wealth. They don't want you to be wealthy. If you're wealthy, you don't have to work. You're not stressed. You understand? So they want you to be poor, living paycheck to paycheck, and stressed about money. When you understand that, you begin to kind of reject what they're giving you. That's why I rejected. I don't want to go back to work. I understand how the system operates, and part of me, I just said, you know what, you're not gonna play me. I don't care about your money. I don't want your money. I am not gonna go, you know, to this rat race again. And so when you understand that, you begin to distress. You begin not to have to let the money have power over you. You have to be in control in order to be not stressed. Someone says, okay, look it up. What I'm telling you, you know, the nothing you okay. If you own nothing, you're more happier. You understand? So you're not really stressed. They're getting you to buy a house you cannot afford, buy a car, buy da 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 da, and stuff like that, and stuck the rest of your life working to pay. And then when you finish paying a mortgage on your house, guess what? You paid double. If it's 300,000, it's 600,000. You paid the bank. So the bank bought a house from your stupidity. You're stupid. You made the bank rich by buying them a house for free. So they bought they lend you the money. You pay the interest. So they're not coming back. They are coming on top. They're not really losing anything. They're not losing money because they made double. They paid off whatever they owed on that house, and they made more to buy another house because you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because you're stupid, you fell for it. So you have to understand, what I'm telling you is not a fairy tale. It's not like, came from, a novel of, imaginary people, It's not like that. It's factual. What I'm telling you is 100% factual. I swear to you, what I'm telling you is not a lie. I swear to you, what I'm telling you, I can swear to you, I swear to God, right now, what I'm telling you is 100% accurate, okay? I don't swear to God for nothing, okay? I never do, okay? Because, you're toying with a sin is not going to be forgiven. If you're not sure about something, you should not swear on an oath. An oath is, your covenant with God. If you swear to God, that means you have to stick to your oath because it's a seal deal with God. So you cannot just swear because to get yourself out of trouble. I swear, Your Honor, I never did this. No. And then deep inside, you've done it. You understand? So if you're not sure, you should not swear an oath in a lie. Okay? I don't care who fight us. We've been fought. These people are attacking us. They don't know we are their freedom. These people who are attacking us, they do not know we are the gateway to access all these freedoms. We are the freedom. God sent us to bring in freedoms to humanity, to bring wealth, to bring equality, not man-made equality, true equality. You know what I'm saying? You're yellow, you're green, you're what color you are, we're all equal. Not because, and then they put hierarchy, elites, Hollywood elites and global elites. You understand? So they're not equal to us. All of that is going to be abolished. You have to understand we are your freedom. So fighting us, you are actually locking yourself in jail and throwing away the key. You understand? So, hey, it's your free will. I'm not going to fight you. I am not going to fight you for, exercising your free will, right? They will fight you for exercising your free will. You understand? If you have an opinion that they do not agree with, they'll make sure your life is a living hell. Okay? So fight us and then be a slave the rest of your life. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry guys, I diverted, but I'm just kind of speaking from the heart, and I wanted to deliver a message to people who are attacking us about 100% true who we are and why we came to Earth. Okay? They don't want to believe us. They want to label us as like crazy, mentally ill, and all of that to undermine us or to make people not believe us or to make us, to stray doubts on our life or the person you're trying to convey a message across. You're trying to get this message across to somebody. They're trying to spread the doubts. They're trying, oh, he's crazy, he's this, da, 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 she is that, da, 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 da. You understand? It's a weapon. It's one of the weapons of deception. If you watch that movie, TV show and movie, Lord of the Ring, Satan likes to spread lies. He comes to kill, rob, and and all of that. So he's not out for the greatest good for humanity. His kids are not the same. What do you think? You think an apple tree is gonna produce a pear or grapes? No. Apples produces apples. Okay, so Satan cannot produce something is not against his identity. He could only induce toxin and destruction and all of that. Okay, and that's what this synagogue of Satan, who are killing the Palestinians, are doing. And humanity are standing still watching, and every time you call it a genocide, they will throw the book at you. They don't want it to call it genocide. What is, if it's not a genocide, when you have a mass murder, people being put in mass graves, What is that? Isn't it that happening during the Holocaust? Didn't that happen? So what do you call it? What do you think it's called? People, houses being demolished. They are robbing them from their own identity, and they want them to leave. How could you go to somebody's country and trying to take over the country and kick them out? And they've done it before, but now they're doing it differently. They've done it. They go to North America, they kill all the native people, they go to Australia, they kill the aboriginals and stuff. They've done it before, but it was not to this extent where they want to kick people out. They were killing people because they want to get rid of them. But now they are adding this more reinforcement of kicking people out. Okay? And you say something about it, they call you a terrorist, they call you anti-Semitic, and they call you, yes, I am anti-Semitic, I am a freedom of thought and expression. God gave me that. Who are you to say I cannot express? You know what I'm saying? And it's written in the Constitution, Canadian, US, whatever Constitution, are allowed to talk about shit, okay? So they're always trying to, weaponize words against you, trying to take freedom from you, making you feel like the bad person, making you feel bad about yourself for expressing what's right. When you express what's right, they make you feel you're the bad person. But in reality, they are the one who to blame. All these world wars from inception, they are nothing but horrible people. The flood, the story of the flood and all of this, God is retaliating against these people. This doing stuff to them. He killed many people. Sodom and Gomorrah is part of their family. They got killed for that. They killed for being wicked, okay? So and all of the pharaohs, the fake pharaohs who came into Egypt and tried to take over they were, Moses, when Moses, opened he parted the sea, and Pharaoh was going after him because he wanted to kill him, and he wanted to kill the people because he was freeing. Guess what? Moses and 144 are the same. Guess what? We are the same bloodline. He came to free people This is exactly what we're doing. And they're stopping this. They don't want this freedom to take place. They want people to be slaves and stuff. So when he parted the sea, okay, Moses is a channeler. You know, he's a channeler. Sorry, and when you channel something, he parting something. A channel or a tunnel is like open a gap between. So, for example, a tunnel is like opening a gap in the ground or in the water. You're separating. You understand? So he's a channeler. Okay. So when he went like this, he separated the with air, because he will control matter. He opened the parted the water because he controlled the water as well. You understand? So he's a channeler, okay? And he was going there to free humanity and stuff. And then this Pharaoh went after him with the army when he just told people to hurry up and to cross. And they crossed, and he, was him or God? I think it was him or God. God is closed the water over them. So he killed the same bloodline, the same. What I'm telling you, it's not a different people. It's the same. Always been, the stories when God have destroyed a nation, it's always been them. So I want you to do not really think of there are different people because they lived in different places. No, they are the same people. Okay? And that's what we're dealing with. So anyhow, target individuals, I've created prayers to attack this new toxic blood of Satan that has been introduced through, the jab, and to free you, what I mean? Because they are intentionally, they did that to attack your DNA, attacking, was it 7 or 5? Is it 5 or 7? I can't remember. Body system. No, I think it's 5. Is it 5 or 7? But anyhow, I created prayers and to help you guys to get rid of this toxic, species, toxic species. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants Satan blood in their system. You know what I mean? You don't need that kind of shit. But anyhow, that's all I want to talk about. They've been attacking me, oppressing me, and like studying me. They're trying to figure out how I would attack, when our divinity is activated. Because if you watch the TV show called, not my TV show, a movie, it's called The Darkest Mind. And remember that The Darkest Mind, where the 144,000 getting their gift activated. Remember when this girl was sleeping with her parents and her gift activated when she was laying in bed, and she was able to wipe herself from because when it came, she was touching her mom, and she was touching her mom, and her gift is to wipe herself from somebody's memory. She can touch you, and she can wipe she can kill you. No, she can hurt you, and she can hurt you, and she can touch you, and she can wipe herself. She's the one who actually hurt you. You understand? So that's her gift. And then she can control electricity and stuff. That's why once she was with them. Okay, you know what? I don't want to really ruin the movie for you guys who are gonna watch it. Watch The Darkest Mind. It's about that, about the 144,000 that receiving their gift. They know this day is gonna come. So judgment, okay. This is gonna be activated with a trumpet. 144,000 is gonna be activated with a trumpet from heaven. When the trumpet is blown, judgment begins. Guess what? What the 144,000 is supposed to do? Judge the earth. Okay? Don't believe me? I'm not here to trying to sell it to you, but it's true. If you just read your holy books, you understand everything is symbolic, you know. So from that movie, they told you what it is. You have to attack, Black Go, Morgallons, what else? Synthetic blood of Satan and everything. And you have to invoke it by calling him by all names known to man. Syrian or Satan or Belzab or all names. Just look online. You can also use AI to find these names. You know what I'm saying? To destroy it out of your system, out of your sensory, respiratory, and blah, 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 and all of them. I think five. I think they're five. Okay. Anyhow, I hope this helped, and I'm explaining to you why warning people are attacking us. Okay.